Alexa, accept call.
You received a call from an inmate at the Department of Corrections. This call will be recorded and monitored.
Well, hey there, Laquisha. How are you? Ah, good. See, being locked up, it's so nice to hear some good news once in a while. Ah, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, I'm glad that they're lifting some of these restrictions and allowing you guys to visit. So how is your little daughter doing? Okay, yeah. Oh, that is fantastic. So now you have full custody of your daughter. You don't have to worry about that little jerk that contributed the sperm to her birth, huh? Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, that is very good news. It's about time something's going right in your life. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So is Brian still in prison? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Now, why in the world would he stab a guy? Oh. Yeah, that's a big problem. That's like the road rage thing. You say something that doesn't seem right, and all of a sudden you just go overboard. So now look at him. He's going to get an extended sentence all because of that. Well, that's good. That worked out in your favor because now you don't have to worry about him being in your daughter's life. So how is the fight to reduce your sentence coming along? Okay. Good. Good. And so your family has no problem watching out for and helping you? Okay. Yeah, that is fantastic. Well, I'm going to have to reach out and get in contact with them, see if there's anything I can do to help. Okay, yeah. I'll definitely, I'll write a letter for you. Well, yeah. Okay, that's good too. Oh boy, yeah. That, that's the kind of stuff that will really definitely help you when you get out. Okay, and so does she have kids too? Okay. Well, just email me her information, and I'll reach out to her and see if there's anything I can do to boost her morale and help her get through these troubled times. Young lady, this is great. It is so nice to hear you in such a happy tone. It looks like things are finally moving in your direction, and that's absolutely fantastic. It's hard enough being locked into that place with very little support, and then you find out your family is behind you and your daughter is in good hands, and you'll be heading out into the free world with something comforting. Well, I'm 100% behind that. And anybody that that could use a little bit of help, just remember what you went through. You had a tough time, and you were really stressing over your daughter. And then with perseverance and with a little bit of support from your friends and family, you were able to get through a big, tough hurdle. Yes. So you're giving good advice to your cellmates and to their family. Okay. Yeah, that's one of the good things about some of the tough things we go through in life. We'll learn a little bit, we learn how to get through it, and then we can share our knowledge with other people so that they don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. See, your daughter is really going to have it made because she's going to have a loving, wise mother to help guide her through the toughest times. And you know she's going to be going through some really rough situations. Right. That is fantastic. You know, every word that comes out of your mouth right now is nothing but good news. Okay. Well, what can I say? You know, we have a lot of things, you know, in to look forward to. We've got some legislators out there fighting to get some of these sentences reduced, which is good. Trying to reduce the prison population and trying to increase the odds of success for some of these reentry programs. So I'm not going to complain. Well, yeah, and you know you can't say that for everybody. It's just that there are some people out there who care, who want to make it. And, you know, I know a person now, he's doing very well. He's supporting his child. You know, he's making some albums, and he's recording music, making videos. You know, he's like the poster child for the Department of Corrections. The type of person that they're looking to release back out into society. Someone who is atoned for their crime and has taken advantage of all of the available resources and ready to go. And they're not really listening to him. They're not helping him out. And I'm thinking, what else can this man do to prove to you that he's ready to get back out in society and he wants to prove himself? He's done everything perfect. And it's just so frustrating. Yeah. Well, you know, when I talk to him on the phone, it's just very sad because he doesn't know what else he can do. And they will not listen to him. There's actually people out there in the judicial system that will say, we don't want to talk about it. Your case is done. Right, exactly. And so, you know, he could definitely help us out here because he could go on the talk show network and talk to people about his situation. He could also, I would say, you know, write blogs and maybe even papers and books. Right. And yeah, I know it's all about the Benjamins. They definitely benefit by having them in there. But if we can change society, you know, change the way we think about this, that it's more expensive to keep them locked up than to release him. Out here, he's a taxpayer. And a lot of the legislators don't realize that this guy is a voter. And his family votes. So if they continue to suppress him, they may not be in office much longer. Yep, that's exactly right. Yeah, we did vote out a few people. But it just seems like this kind of issue with the atrocities that's going on inside a prison, they don't seem to be a big concern anymore. You guys committed this crime, you need to be locked up for the rest of your life. We'll just throw you in there and forget about you until it's time to get out. And then we'll bring up stuff that has nothing whatsoever to do with your release. Well, yeah. And see, when you get out, you'll help us. Prison reformists, we're a minority now. But we speak loudly. And people are beginning to take note. The best way to reduce crime is to fix it at the source. To find out what's causing it. I know drug addiction is big. But you know, that's a medical condition. That's something that we could treat in hospitals and clinics. Right. Yeah, I know in Washington a large part of them were drugs. And so once we changed the law on that, a lot of the prisons were emptied because we were just locking people up. Oh, you were dealing with drugs, you go to prison. And then they get this felony on their record for the rest of their life. Right, there you go. Yeah. Well, your daughter, that is good. And with you talking to her about the drugs and talking to her about crime and talking to her about community and volunteering and all the good stuff, I'm sure she'll listen to that. It would probably resonate with her a little bit better than with anybody else because, if you look to parents who've never been in any trouble, never been to prison, never had any major concerns, and then you're telling them what not to do, it's kind of hard to absorb all of that. But with you, you're in prison. You can say, don't follow in my footsteps here. If you you take the easy way out, you may not always make it. Right, yeah. So she's in a good position when you look at how she looks up to you. And she will definitely take in every word that you have to say because there's a lot going on with you. And that's just the best in the world. Okay, well, it was nice talking to you. All right. Okay. And you take care of yourself. All right. Okay, goodbye. Okay, welcome to AQS Inmate Call. I'm your host, Joel Wilborn. Just got off the phone with Laquisha Gray, and she was giving me some good news about her daughter. She was able to get full custody, and she was able to visit her, after all of this COVID stuff. And she's got some friends who are looking to her for some advice. They want to try to get connected with their family and their children. So she's really excited. And her ex, baby daddy, shall we say, was given an extended sentence because he stabbed one of his fellow inmates, and of course, that's not a good thing. So he's going to be locked away for quite some time now. And I guess it brought up the little fact that family and friends are a big part of an incarcerated person's life. And just because they're locked up doesn't mean they should be blocked from talking with them, visiting with them, communicating with them in any way. I don't personally think that should be a tool to step on a person. When a person gets sentenced, they're not happy. And so they wind up going to prison, losing pretty much everything, especially for those long sentences. Lose their home, car, job. A lot of friends don't want to talk to them anymore. And so they're sitting in there, and then once in a while somebody will want to communicate with them, reach out to them, and they'll talk to those people for a little while, and it, it gives them a little bit of connection to the outside world and helps them feel a little better. But then to turn around and say, you were caught with some contraband in your room, so you can't talk to a person for 60 days. Or 2, 3, 4, 5 months or something. I think that's mean because it's almost as if, you know, you're suffering as it is, and they just want to add to it. They just want to increase your suffering. You know, you're not suffering enough. Because you were bad. And I think pretty much everybody on this planet desires some kind of human connection, especially somebody that you love and is close to you. And it's very cruel to do something like that to somebody, but you know, that's the way the prison system is, and we need to change that. We need to bring that to the public's attention. And so, you know, in a case like this, it was very nice to hear some good news, and she's going to refer some people to me. And so that's something that we look forward to help them to relax and come out feeling good about themselves. You know, if they have no connection with the outside world, when they come out, they're not really going to feel that they belong. And usually the people that I work with, I'm still in their life. They get out, they don't hate me. You know, they don't want to run away from me. I haven't turned on them. They know they can rely on me. And some of them just disappear. They go off to their friends. But I just feel comfortable knowing that I'm there, just in case. You never know. Now, I do have on the AmericanQuittingSociety.org site a little tab called Oxyword. You can click on that, and you can listen to some real phone conversations with incarcerated people. I'm working on increasing that and getting some people who have been released and some people who are victims or family members. You know, it's just a work in progress. But if you want to hear some real concerns from the voice of the people that are affected by all of this, go to AmericanQuittingSociety.org and click on Oxyword. You can read some testimonials from them, and you can listen to them on YouTube. Once again, thanks for joining us today, and I hope you go out and have yourself a wonderful day and make beautiful memories for tomorrow.